Hi, welcome back. This is going to be my third vlog, and the title of this vlog is about emotional control. So, what I'm doing is basing my videos on my book. So, if just in case you don't know, I've written a book and it's called Walk Quiet, Run Quick. It's a short novella, and it's a fictional book about the topical issue of abuse. But it is supposed to be a romance, but it does talk about the topical issue of abuse. So last week I came to you and talked to you about coercive control. So this week I'm coming to you to talk to you about emotional abuse. So if I can just quickly give you a definition of emotional abuse, which is also, they say, is known as psychological abuse as well. So this type of control is when your abuser just chips away at your confidence, at your self-esteem, your self-worth. So you begin to feel reliant on them. Examples of that could be they can start humiliating you, calling you names in public. They can embarrass you in public, in front of your family and friends. Now, in my book, there's a scene where Val, who is the main character, and her boyfriend Jack goes out to meet her friend Alicia and her partner. So, I mean, Jack doesn't really want to go, but he goes anyway. And he says, "Oh, I don't mind meeting your friends. That's fine. That's what I'm here for." So they get there, and within half an hour, if that, he gets up and puts his coat on. Why would he do that? So Alicia looks at Val and, of course she's embarrassed, and she makes some sort of excuse for Jack's behaviour, or Jack needing to leave early, and they go. Another form of, or definition I should say, of emotional control is isolating them from family and friends. Now, I mentioned this last week in terms of coercive control, and these things will lap over because in my book, Jack does eventually isolate Val from her friend Alicia and also from her family. So he's got her all to himself. So, in the relationship, Val just finds herself constantly walking on eggshells. She's become afraid of her own shadow. She's afraid to say things that she wants to say, but she can't quite believe that because, the type of person that she is, she's a very confident person. She manages people, so she's able to talk freely to people with confidence, but yet when she gets home, she finds that she's unable to do so. And a lot of the time Jack uses words like, if you'd love me enough, you would do it for me. You wouldn't question why I'm asking you to do, X, Y, and Z. And I just want to also relate this to a young lady who did a review on my book, and she said that that's how she used to be treated by her partner. So when he says, the review that she says is the part where Jack says to Val, "Don't you love me enough to stay home with me?" It's actually, and then the reviewer says, "It's actually a line that I've heard from my guy I was able to escape from before it became too serious. He was so controlling over me and wanted me to ask for permission to do anything. He got jealous if I had male friends, and he even went through my phone. And then he said, when I refused, he blackmailed me. If you love me like you say, then you must want to please me, don't you? I love you and I just want you right now." So she found that she didn't have a choice. So it's this whole manipulation of emotional blackmail, so to speak. And by emotionally blackmailing you, your self-worth, as I said to you before, your self-confidence diminishes. So, that's what I want to say today. I don't want to keep it too long. But these vlogs are to educate and to also highlight and do a spring clean really of your relationships. And if you find that if you are experiencing any of those things that I may have mentioned, or maybe if you've read the book and whilst reading the book you're thinking, just as this reviewer said when she was reading the book, she said, well, this is what happened to me, this is what my partner was saying to me, then you're in an abusive relationship. And I would urge you to speak to someone, speak to a friend or a family if you can, if you haven't been isolated by them. Or also contact one of the Relate or Women's Aid or the police. Just make sure that you try to, which is not easy, I know, to get in contact with somebody. So yes, that's my third blog. It's about emotional control, emotional abuse, also known as psychological abuse. And yes, if you feel that something like that is happening to you, then I suggest that you try and get in contact with somebody. And that's it for now until next week. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. So this week's question is, can you name one reason why people stay in abusive relationships? Please share and comment below.